Hey, this is WhyBeAre with BeamNG.drive, and today we're going to look at the heavy plow truck. And for this, I think we should just go to somewhere that has a big old straightaway, so endless highway will work perfectly fine. So what this mod does is it takes the normal gravel T-Series and it puts a giant plow on the front of it. Now the mod itself does replace the normal T-Series, but if you want to, you can remove the plow off of it from the parts menu. However, if you remove the plow off of it, you can't put it back on for some reason. Like you click put it back on, no, it's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. Even if you respawn the car, it's not going to reappear. Watch, you'll see it for a second and then it's gone. So I just wanted to point that out to you real quickly before we actually use the mod, so that way you know that even if you install the mod, you can still use the normal gravel T-Series if you so desire. You just can't add it back on so easily. But if you restart the map, it'll show up again. So now that that's over and done with, we can go ahead and actually test it out instead of just messing around in the menus with it. So first, let's spawn ourselves a big rig. We'll make it yellow, and then we'll choose its prey. I think we'll start off with the most likely to fly really easily car, which is the pigeon, because I know the pigeon will fly. It's so lightweight, it'll fly so easily, it'll be perfect. And we'll give it a greenish color that's kind of resembling the green color it would normally come with before every car became white all the time. And what we're going to do is we're going to take this car and we're going to drive it to about 50 miles per hour. Once it hits 50 miles per hour, we'll reset it, and wherever that point is will be the spot where we hit it from. Yeah, I think the big rig's a little bit faster than the pigeon, so when it hits 50, the big rig's probably going to be doing like 60, and I know we're not actually hitting 50, but we would have if we weren't driving on two wheels for a second, so we'll call this the spot. Right there. And are you going to land upright? Perfect. Not perfect. Perfect. I will reset it though, just so we have the spot saved anyways, but I wanted to see if it would go upright. So now we can go ahead and go back to the big rig and make use of the plow finally. And this plow is really wide. Like, you look at the big rig itself is a wide vehicle. Then you got the plow on it, which is even wider than the big rig. So it makes missing actually quite difficult. Hitting it is easy. Missing, well, you have to try to miss, which is a good thing because I suck at aiming. So here we go. Here's the first crash we're going to do, which is like a head-on crash. And then we'll do one that's more kind of to the edge, because you can really get two different kinds of crashes out of this. This is a head-on one. A perfect head-on one, I will add. A lot of the time that you don't actually get them to fly over your roof, but that's why I chose the pigeon. The pigeon will actually fly right over our roof like that, and it just does a beautiful crash like that. I just like that's the as good as you're gonna get that kind of collision to look. We'll do it again against a heavier car, and you'll see what it normally looks like, which is not nearly as fun as that one was. So let's go ahead and reset both of these. Whoa, slow down. Reset you again. Now we're going to do it at an offset angle, so instead of head on, it'll be like right on the edge of the big rig. And you'll see there'll be a different looking crash. Instead of being flung upwards, it'll be flung to the side. And it's just because of the shape of the plow, which allows the truck to do like two distinctly different hit types. So here's the one off the side. And you see this one doesn't go into the air. This one goes, well, it does go into the air, but you see it also goes to the side a lot more than the other one. But it also went into the air. Let's go and just speed things up. And it did less damage, I think, overall to the pigeon as well. Like, this pigeon could still drive. The last one might have been able to too, but I didn't check. So that's good for the pigeon. Let's go and reset him one more time, and the last crash we're gonna do, I want to do, is just one where we come at it like this when the pigeon's on its side. The truck just keeps going. The truck's so excited. It's like, I'm driving still. Just keeps going. And I just want to hit the pigeon just like this. It really doesn't matter if it's head on or sideways or anything. I just want to see what happens when you hit it when the pigeon is turned 90 degrees. That's all. Here we go, looking good, and we'll hit it head on. Head on sounds nice. Oh, that's terrible. See, oh wait, we can hit him again. Hit him again. Oh, I grabbed him with my plow. That actually worked surprisingly well. Like, it was fun. I didn't know if it would be an interesting crash or not, but it was, because I got to hit him twice, which is awesome. I don't really think it's driving well anymore, so we'll go ahead and reset it and the truck. And go to the pigeon, and let's make it a different vehicle. I think we'll make it a Let's use something really heavy. Well, not really heavy, but relatively heavy compared to a pigeon. Let's use the Moonhawk. And for the color of the Moonhawk, let's go pink. The pink Moonhawk. Yeah, pink Moonhawk. Looks great. And because we want slow-mo probably, we're going to reset the truck once. That way, you see slow-mo is on the truck, hopefully. That's if everything goes according to plan. Do a quick check. Yep. Otherwise, slow-mo wouldn't have been on the truck, and we wouldn't have got slow-mo because I just respawned the pink Moonhawk, and it would have been terrible. But this way, we get the slow-mo. And I like the slow-mo, because the slow-mo makes it more entertaining. Because you can see what happens. So here we go. Slow-mo some. Right under him. Beautiful. That one was right on the edge, and it just shoved him right out of the way. And that's even with a much heavier vehicle than the pigeon. You see, it still just goes right through it. Like, it slowed down a little bit in terms of its overall speed, but it was a real insignificant slowdown overall. Like, it was like 60 miles per hour to 54, I think. I wasn't actually looking at it, but if I had to guess, that's about what I would guess. Because from glances and stuff. So, like, we're hitting 60 right now. This time it's going to be a head-on collision, so it might be a little bit more speed lost, but... Oh, definitely more speed lost. Hit him again, hit him again, hit him again. Oh, yeah, head-on collisions aren't usually as fun as the sideways ones. Or the, not sideways, the not head-on ones, let's just call it that. Those ones are much more fun because they're more interesting things can happen. Where the head-on ones, you can have it where it just kind of bounces off like you just saw, and it's like, yay. But it's not really fun, yay. Like, this is a fun yay where you're going like this, and you actually hit them around the ears like that, and then they fly. Like, they fly every time when you do it like that, which is great. So now that we've done a couple of tests like that, I think the next thing to do is to have it where we test it where if both cars are in motion, what happens? So we're going to go ahead and get myself a Civetta Bolide, and I'm going to drive this one, and they're going to drive that one, and then we're going to crash them into each other, both of them being in motion, and see what that does. So I'm just taking the Moonhawk a little bit down this road so we have some distance between us. That should be enough, I'm thinking. And yeah, I do want to drive the Bolide. I'm debating about it, but I think I'd be better off for me driving the Bolide versus them. So we can go ahead and tell them to start chasing me. And I can't see them, but we'll see each other soon. Soon enough, I'll see them, they'll see me, and we'll get into a beautiful crash together. If I can keep the Bolide straight. Where are they going? They're all messing up, going all sideways and stuff. Oh, good thing I kept the Bolide, because the Bolide has a slow-mo. Alright, here we go. Right into it. Oh, that was beautiful. Oh, land up there. Come on. Full speed. Full speed. Land up there. No. So close. You see, it got a good rotation on my car. Really did a number to it, though. Look at that. Oh, look at the louvers. How weird is that? The louvers have become the roof. I've never seen that before. That's different. How's the truck doing besides the AI getting stuck? Virtually, like, undamaged, it looks like, doesn't it? I'm trying to back it out of here real quickly. Yeah, it's like virtually undamaged compared to the Bolide, which is somehow still driving. I thought it was totaled, but I guess not. That's quite impressive, AI. I don't know how you managed to drive that thing. Alright, go ahead and do that one more time. 'Cause I thought that was pretty fun. You know, we could take something even faster at it. Because I think that could be interesting as well. And something even heavier as well. That could be cool. I just wanted to do this again because the last one worked out good. What if we do it head on? Head on! Oh! No! Well, it still got me into the air. It's just that one was more like hitting a brick wall. In terms of the amount of damage it did to my car. It did damage. The other one didn't do as much damage. That one did damage. Then you got the big rig who's totally okay, except for the driver who's just doesn't know what he's doing and got himself stuck. No, he didn't. He almost got himself stuck, though, on the edge. That's quite amazing how little damage this thing receives. Like, that is a strong plow. I'll tell you that much. The question is, how strong is it? We're going to figure that out right now. So, actually, let me turn the AI off so they calm their cars down. Alright. Make sure that one's calm. Make sure my Bolide's calm. And then I'm going to change my car to be the MAZ 535. And now the Plow has some actual competition. MAZ decimates a normal big rig. Let's see if the Plow gives the T-Series any sort of chance to stand up against this thing. Because this thing is just, it weighs, I think it was like 3 times more than the stock T-Series. So the Plow might help it a bit, but I'm pretty sure the MAZ is still just gonna just tear through it. And if it doesn't, the MAZ has a secret weapon. It is a turbo button, which I didn't use in the previous video, but if we need to, I will. Where's the big rig going? He's going way off course, but that's alright. I can line up with that. So here's the first one. This is kind of like a head-on collision. And oh yes, that MAZ, man. Oh, that is just brutal. Like, it used the Plow to its advantage. The wheels on the MAZ are so big, it was able to just kind of go up on the Plow and then smash in the cab. And it was unharmed. Like, the MAZ is like, oh, I didn't realize I crashed. Let's go and move the big rig back home. And here he is, just decimated. That everything's totaled with that. MAZ is just like, yeah, I got in a collision, so what? It doesn't even care. A little bit of wheel damage. You see that front wheel is hanging off a little bit, but it still drives. Like, this thing is still totally mobile. Big rig, not so much. This thing is just an amazing vehicle in terms of how heavy and crazy it is. It's just insane. So I want to do another one of those because that actually is cool. So, you know, the Plow is like looking amazing, right? And then you pull out a MAZ that weighs, you know, 20 tons or something like that. And, well, ain't nothing gonna stand up to that. So that was the head-on collision. What if we tried a overlap, like a partial overlap collision? I guess that's the more proper term, would be like a partial overlap collision instead of what I've been saying up until this point in time. See, because last time it was able to use the Plow to its advantage. This time it might not be able to do that. Oh, the Plow actually moved it some. Like, the Plow is, oh no. Don't tip over. Alright, so the Plow hit it. But it didn't care. Like, it got a little bit of bumper damage and a small flat spot on the tire, that's it. Big Rig, on the other hand, well, he's not moving, so that's not a good sign. Yeah, the whole engine is kind of just busted, it looks like, in terms of the... Oh, here comes the MAZ. Hey, we're driving again. Thanks, MAZ, buddy. You're amazing. Yeah, it's not driving, though. If it wanted to, it's not. The front wheels are kind of locked up, I think, and... Well, the MAZ is the only reason it's moving. Crazy MAZ. So that thing's overkill. We can go ahead and turn the AI off once again and reset both of these. And I think now we should use a different vehicle and try something also different. I think we should use the Bullite again, actually, and see what happens when we hit the Plow while it's entirely stationary. Like, can we use it as a ramp is what I'm basically getting to. I want to know if the Plow would work as a ramp. Because we did a test where the car was stationary and the Plow was not. We did a test where they were both mobile, but I haven't done one where the Plow was stationary and the car was mobile. So I figured let's cover all our bases here and do a test for that. So obviously you don't want to hit this one head on, otherwise you'll just destroy a car. We want to hit it right on the edge, right there. That looks about where you'd want to be. And we're doing some rolls in the air. It doesn't work as a ramp. Just totals your car. It looks cool as it totals it, but it does total it. Wait, it can kind of drive. It can kind of drive. No, it can't. Alright, we'll try one that's head on too, just to see, but I'm pretty sure it's just going to be like hitting a brick wall. Let's go and actually put the parking brake on the big rig just in case it rolls backwards some. I don't think the Bullite can really impart that much force on the big rig to make it roll backwards that much, but just in case. Alright, it looks perfectly lined up right in the center, so this will either fling it into the air or just look at like it slams into a brick wall. Ha! It did the later. It looked like it slammed into a brick wall. Poor Bullite. Didn't stand a chance. Let's go and reset him up. Alright, I think the next thing we should do is get a really fast car. Like the Subaru Impreza. It's not fast because it's an Impreza. It's fast because it has a turbo key. So there we go. And what we're going to do is we're going to do some stationary runs and some mobile runs. We'll start off with the stationary one. So the truck's going to sit right there. And we're going to charge at him. At like ridiculous speeds. Alright, go ahead and hit 8 times slow-mo right now. We're going to actually do 100 times slow-mo on this one because we are going like 300 miles per hour. If we were doing this in real, even doing it in 8 times slow-mo, you won't be able to see much. So 100 times is kind of necessary right now. 300 miles per hour, so this is a stupid fast crash. And it's a head-on collision to boot, so it's just, well, let's see what happens. My Impreza disappeared. On the other hand, it did finally manage to damage the truck with a normal vehicle. It just had to be moving at 300 miles per hour. Does the truck still drive? Sort of. The back wheels still get power. The front, well, they're not doing nothing. Alright, so now we can go ahead and try it where they're both in motion, and we won't bring the speed up quite that insane of an amount. Like that's a little too fast. We're gonna go about 170. That's more reasonable. 160. You know, something like that. Here we can turbo it and go left or right, actually. That was a nice fling. Like it just flung me off of it. That's some serious airtime right there. That was beautiful. Go and speed it up a bit. It even got me over the invisible barrier. It hit me so high. That's an impressive hit. How'd the big rig itself hold up? I saw it actually get some damage there. So yeah, it looks like anything over about 130 probably does some damage to it. I think we got almost 100 or maybe a little bit over 100 with the bolide though. So that's the high speed collisions. We'll do one more where it's just like ludicrous speed. At real time, this is why I don't do real time crashes. You see? It's like, well, that was boring. It was just the cars merged instantaneously. Yeah, I know. So I think it's time to go on to the next idea. Now, one idea I did on this map before was I crushed a car between two big rigs. We're going to try something very similar to that right now. So what I need to do is I'm going to actually bring all the vehicles close together. So I'm just going to grab the Impreza and turbo it over here. Oh, what if we hit it at, like, trying to drift almost? That's not how you drift, but, look at that. That was great. Just hitting the rear end and flinging myself into the air. Alright, going to reset you here. Reset the big rig here. And we're going to spawn one more vehicle for what I want to do. And what I want to do is I want to crash a car between two snow plows. Or, they're not snow plows, they're just plows. They're heavy plows. I mean, they could technically be used for snow probably, so I guess it's a snow plow. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and grab another big rig. Color really doesn't matter because it colors both of them, so we'll just say red. And now, we're going to go ahead and go into the map editor with F11. And once you're in the map editor, we're going to hold shift and hit C so that way we can select the truck. And we're going to put this one as the truck that's far away. So we're going to put 0, -200, 0 on the position. And then on the rotation, we're going to put 0, 0, 1, 180, so it turns around 180 degrees. And I'm going to assume I remember those numbers right, and it's pointed there towards us, and it's far away. And now we're going to do something similar, but the opposite on this truck, which will be rotation we won't touch, but we will put it at 0, 200, 0, so it should be way over there. Perfect. And then we're going to put this car right in the middle of those two. We're going to put it at 0, and that's it. So now everything is set up to crush that car, although I will use a different car to probably crush, because I want something that'll stand at least a little bit of a chance. In a car, well, it won't. A D series or a truck like a D series or something, or H series, it might. And now we can go ahead and make this Subaru the D series. And sorry about that camera jerk right there. I forgot it takes a second to start recording. So we'll make the D series red and make it an off-road edition. Well, maybe not red, since the truck's going to crush it a red. So that way we can tell the body panels apart. We'll make it a greenish. Make sure it's still mostly centered. That looks pretty centered up. And how are the AI? That looks perfect. Looks perfect. So they should crush me perfectly. Alright, let's see here. There we go. That guy's going a little to the... That guy's really going to the right, or his left. So is that guy. Wow. That is so impressively bad, I don't even know what to say. The AI managed to miss both vehicles. They missed driving in a straight line to hit my car. That is impressively bad. Alright, let's see. Okay, I got an idea then. I have to take the engine out of my car, otherwise they'll drive it away while I change to the AI. So I'm going to take that out, and I'm going to just leave my car right here, and hopefully it can't drive too much. I know it can still drive a little bit. You see it's driving right now. Apparently, stop driving at all. Just sit there. Okay? And I'll reset both of those, and I'll try to control both of them to some extent to hopefully make this work out. So we're going to go ahead and say chasing player. And I should probably go some slow-mo too. So we'll do like maybe 4 times slow-mo so I could try to keep both of these cars going straight-ish. Maybe I'll just overturn them both to the right and then they'll straighten themselves out. So if I go like way right with you guys, will you guys straighten yourselves out in the end? I don't know. The bad thing is I can't really focus on actually hitting them at the same time, or at least I can't really prioritize that because I'm kind of driving all over the place just to make sure that they hit the car actually instead of missing it. It's kind of unfortunate. I can always just teleport the car though. Like, what is this dude doing? Come on. That guy's doing great. Alright, so we're going to freeze physics. We got to put the car like right in between the two, because it is not centered up. So we're going to put it right there. Looks pretty close to centered up. We'll make it even slower on the slow-mo. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. That's exactly what I wanted. It took a lot of effort, but it's right here. We're gonna do 100 times slow-mo so I can fully appreciate this. It's actually just kind of getting crushed, isn't it? Oh well. Yeah, it just kind of crushed the car. Not exactly what the plan was. Although, it still managed to get it pretty decently into the air. Look at that. It flew. How'd that big rig fall over? I'm sorry, I'm taking a nap. Alright, so here's another thing we can do. Is we can go ahead and respawn all these, tell the AI off for a second. And shush truck. Let's go and remove the truck. Real quickly, just delete. And now we could do a truck into a truck collision and see what that does. One of these vehicles has slow-mo on it. There we go. Real time. Alright, here we go. Oh, mine went under. I won. It's like totally random probably which one would go under and which would go under. Mine went under though, so I won. In your face. You suck. I won. Alright, let's go and reset these. Turn the AI to off and reset them again. Hey, stop driving. Calm. Okay. I think I was switching vehicles too fast, and that's kind of the game's way of telling me to switch maps. So I'll go ahead and do that right now, because there are some things I want to do that require a map with some more solid walls, like grid map. And all I want to do here is crush a vehicle between the plow and a wall, which is real easy. Just going to spawn the plow, spawn a vehicle, and I think for this one we'll use... you know what? I rarely ever use the Grand Marshal. So let's not use the Grand Marshal. No, I'm kidding. Let's use the Grand Marshal. We'll get the Police Edition. Make it blue, even though it's the Police Edition. It makes no sense, I know. I just like colors. In fact, I'm probably going to color the plow truck as well because it's bland right now, and I don't want that. So it's going to take this thing though, and we're going to park it right in front of this wall, like right here. Go ahead and reset it to save the position, and we can park it right there. Perfect. Now we're going to take the plow truck and go and smash into it. And, well, before I do that, I want to change the color. Because plow truck being white makes me sad. Heavy plow truck being a color makes me happy. And it'll automatically turn it around for me, so it's got that extra bonus. So we'll go with yellow. Because never go wrong with yellow. Yellow vehicles are great. And what happens if you hit a wall, actually, with the plow? Okay. I gotta do a little bit of that, too, later on. Hitting walls with the plow, because apparently you can flip your car over relatively easy. So I tried crushing a car between the plow and another plow. This is a plow and a wall, which will be a little bit different because not both sides are going to have the lift. Only one does. And that was kind of not as cool as I thought it would be. Maybe we should do the vehicle rotated 90 degrees. Maybe that would make it a little bit cooler. I don't know, it's just kind of I think it's kind of just because you can crash a car like that normally, and you can get a collision that does that kind of stuff, but you can't normally crash a car on its side, so I don't know. That one was just kind of disappointing to me, and I don't know why. So I got to figure out a way to make it less disappointing. So let's see if this is any better. Nope. Look at that hop, though. This car got some serious hops right here. I mean, that one was actually better. That was actually definitely better, but still it was kind of underwhelming. So instead, let's just to finish this off, let's just slam this thing into a wall at high speeds. You know, maybe what we should do actually is we'll do one at relatively high speeds, like highway speeds, and then we'll do one at brutal slope speeds as well. Just to see what that does. And then we'll be done, I think. So this one's going to be like 60 miles per hour if we're lucky, and it should get a nice hop on the car. Where it just kind of hops into the air, hopefully. Nice hop. Oh! Trying to do some dance or something right there real quick. Alright, now we're going to do some serious speed. We're going to go to brutal slope and do, well, pretty much the same thing. Go ahead and back the truck up. Prepare the T-Series selection. Choose a color. Choose a color I don't usually use. Something weirder, like a really dark blue. Oh, that is a weird color. It didn't turn out blue, that's for sure. Interior. I don't like interior crashes for this vehicle yet. Because, well, it doesn't have an interior yet. So I'm hoping to get almost 200 miles per hour out of this thing, which shouldn't be a problem. You're already hitting 170 now, so yeah, not a problem. 200 and, oh yes, this is going to be a brutal crash. Alright. I don't think it's gonna hop. I'm pretty sure it's just gonna collapse. But let's find out. No hop. Whoa, something went crazy with the roof right there. I think the roof just fell apart. We hit so hard. You know, I don't think I've ever actually just taken the normal big rig down brutal slope. I just thought about that. I never have. Just never thought about that until right now. Huh. Either way. The plow is gone. Like, you can see kind of its shape, but that's really it. It's been crushed. So, that'll do it. Until next time, this is WhyBeAre. I'll see ya.